What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Ashley Hall.
It's your boy, Legendary Lade.
And we're the hosts of REVOLT on Revolt.
Tune in for the 2022 Roundup.
We're going through 7 topics. You don't want to miss it.
Let's get it.
All right, first up, we have the most overhyped shoe of 2022. What do you have, Lade?
For me, it's definitely got to be the NikeCraft general purpose shoe by Sachs in the mustard yellow colorway. I just felt like the manifesto was overdone for a sneaker that wasn't readily available, and it's pretty much a dad shoe. So I think it's definitely overhyped for the year.
But I feel like dad shoes kind of been getting a thing. But for my most overhyped shoe of the year, I have a few. So I actually have the Louis Vuitton Air Force One. I have the Travis Scott.
Hold on.
I have the, I'll let you finish. I have the Travis Scott Air Max, and I have the Travis Scott trainers. They came and they went, literally.
Okay, we can't do that. It's one shoe, so you gotta pick one shoe.
I'm not picking one, I said what I said.
Oh, all right, well, I don't agree with that.
Literally, I did not expect you to, but that's fine. But let me hear it, why?
I mean, I don't want to give away my list further down the line, but I just feel like in terms of shoes going and coming, definitely wasn't the Travis Scotts. They definitely stayed here. People still wearing them right now. Louis Air Force One is definitely crazy to say that's the most overhyped shoe of the year. And what was your third one?
I said the Travis Scott Air Max, the trainers,
yeah,
and the Louis Vuitton Air Force One.
And what's the third one?
That was it.
Awesome. All right, so yeah, all right.
I think the Louis Vuitton Air Force One is overhyped because it literally priced out an entire market of sneakerheads. So once you already overpriced that market, I feel like it literally comes and goes. The hype came, everybody was excited for it, but once they saw the price tag, that was it. So I feel like unless you were able to pay that original, $2K for the price, and if you weren't able to, now you have to think about resale prices, it's just not happening, it's not realistic, it's not feasible. Overhyped.
Okay, no, I definitely don't agree with that because today's sneakerhead, they no longer high school kids anymore. Today's sneakerheads is in business, they very savvy. Let me ask you a question. How many sneakers do you have?
That's not the topic.
I'm just asking you.
A few.
What's a few? Over 100.
100.
Oh, see, we talking now. So if you got 100 sneakers, how many of those are grills that you could resell at any given time to get that 2K, 3K to get them Louis Air Force Ones?
But do I think a Louis Vuitton Air Force One is necessary? No. If I want a Louis Vuitton shoe, I will buy a Louis Vuitton shoe. If I want an Air Force, I'm gonna buy an Air Force One.
But that doesn't mean that it's not accessible though. It's definitely accessible to sneakerheads today.
So I'm gonna sell multiple pairs of something that I already have that I consider to be grill status for one shoe?
Yeah, this is definitely the grill of the grills.
A shoe that's now over 2K.
This is the 40th year anniversary of the Air Force One. Rest in peace, Virgil Abloh. These is never coming out again. You could get your Travis Scott grills or whatever other grills back on the resale market.
Nobody's checking for the Air Max or the trainers. The hype literally came and went. I do not see that shoe. I don't see anybody looking for that shoe. I feel like they're looking for the ones more than anything. But those three, I said what I said, 10 toes down, that's it.
I'll kind of give it to you with the Travis Scott trainers. Those kind of came and went, nobody's looking for those. But the Louis Air Force Ones, I can't give it to you. Everybody's still looking for them.
I said what I said.
Right now.
I said
what I said. It's the sneaker of the year. It might be the collab of all time, according to several other people.
All right, let's calm down. Let's get into that next topic though.
Up next, we got slept on sneaker of the year. Ashley, what's your slept on sneaker?
My slept on sneaker of the year is the Little Accra Air Force One. And I think it's a slept on shoe because I feel like it's one of those shoes that people are gonna look at later down the line and think, I should have grabbed this. Partly because the story, the materials, it literally pays homage to a small area in the Bronx called Little Accra, but also given, it's ode to Accra in Ghana. I'm a little biased in a sense as well because my friend is literally the creator of the shoe. Okay. So,
That's dope.
Thank you. So literally, being from the Bronx, being Ghanaian, and also we're both Syracuse University graduates. So I think it's really a shoe that's literally slept on, and I feel like people are really gonna kick themselves in the ass later.
All right. I could agree with that. I could see how those would be slept on. Myself, I wanted a pair of those. I didn't get those. But that's neither here nor there. My slept on sneaker of the year is definitely the Air Jordan 1s, OG Hot, the retro denim female joints. And I just felt like it was just the right direction that Jordan has been going in with the women's in terms of how they just catering to women, but still making it a shoe that's universal for guys as well too. And shout out to the black women, because the black women is always moving the culture. So I just thought it was dope how it had those influences like the door knockers on the shoelaces. And then the packaging was fire.
Sachs.
I'm big on packaging. Like if you got some good packaging, I'm into it. So I just think that that was the most slept on sneaker of the year. I ain't seen enough guys or ladies in those.
And that's crazy because I would say the reverse. I saw a lot of ladies like trying to get after that shoe, but I think what also threw it off a little bit was the actual release timing. So like the shoe was originally set to be released in summer, and I think that when you have a shoe that's denim related, I feel like the best time to, you know, bring that out would be summer. So I feel like that's one of the things that we're definitely gonna see going forward, especially next year. But one thing I would like to note is that even with that denim release, I was seeing like so many crazy customizations. People were bleaching them, you know, dyeing them like different colors and stuff like that, which I think is fire to, you know, add your like little twist to it, but definitely a good shoe to have.
Now let's move on to a sneaker that had a good year.
Oof, my time has come. This year was literally the year of the Air Jordan 2 and the Air Force 1. 2s are having their run right now, and I'm super happy about that. The Jordan 2 is literally my favorite shoe, but also it was the 40th anniversary of the Air Force 1, so Air Force 1s really had a time this year.
Okay, I respect that.
What's on your list?
Sneaker that had a good year is definitely the Nike Air Pennies, 1s and 2s.
For sure.
Like, this is an OG classic sneaker that came out. I definitely got it on right now. You've seen them from the social status pairs to the general release pairs in different colorways. I think it was just fire that we just seen this classic style back on the streets and doing well.
Finally, and I think a lot of people also have been waiting for the pennies. Like, I've been waiting for 2s, like Jordan 2s, but I feel like a lot of people have been waiting for the pennies, so now to have them come back out, the 1 and the 2, perfect timing.
Facts.
All right, let's move on to the next topic, best collab. Who's on your list?
Just reiterating what I said earlier, it definitely has to be the Nike times Louis Vuitton Air Force 1. Like, that collab to me is just the grail of the year. I mean, it's the 40th year anniversary of the Air Force 1. You had various different colors. You had low tops, you had mids, you had different materials from gold to graffiti. It was just a sneaker to get. It was one of the last sneakers that Virgil worked on, and I feel like the rollout was just so accurately done, from the family and friends pairs that was gifted out earlier to the Sotheby's launch earlier in January, and then when the actual pairs came out in July, it just set the tone and kept it going all through this year. And we just been seeing them pop up on the favorite sneakerheads, celebrities, anybody that could get their hands on them, got their hands on them and wants to get their hands on them. And the resale of them is so crazy already right now. It's definitely a sneaker that its status is only gonna grow. So imagine in 5 years, 10 years, we probably never gonna see another Nike Air Force 1 that was made in Italy. To be honest, let's keep it real. That's my collab of the year.
He's so tied to these Louis Vuitton Air Force 1s. I'm gonna let him have that. But for my best collab of the year, I have the New Balance Joe Freshgoods Conversations Amongst Us. I really feel like with that collab, especially with Joe Freshgoods, but what Black Souls did with that collab, and really highlighting key points within Black culture and stuff that we do, like whether you see, you know, another girl in the bathroom and you giving her props on her nails or like her outfit, or like, you know, just like what guys do when they see another Black guy, it's the head nod, essentially. So I really feel like for me, that was one of the best collabs of the year. Just like the rollout of that, the material, like the marketing materials that we saw, and really just bringing like a lot of Black creatives together for that campaign, I feel like was dope.
With that being said, let's get into the most anticipated category, sneaker of the year. Ashley, what's your sneaker of the year?
Yeah, like, I'm so excited. It's literally the Air Jordan 2 Chicago. Like, literally. I feel like so many people, 2s lovers like myself, have been waiting for this shoe in particular, and I'm so excited that what's a better way to literally wrap up the year of 2s with the grail of 2s? Like, what is the best way? So for me, it's definitely gonna be that Air Jordan 2 Chicago.
How can it be your sneaker of the year if it's not even out yet?
Cause baby, have you seen it?
I've seen it, but like how?
Literally, the Jordan 2 is my favorite shoe. And I feel like not only myself, but like I said, Tools lovers, we've been waiting for this shoe to re-release. And for it to re-release as a retro, like how we first saw it, the materials, the detailing, the leathers, like the packaging, like I'm literally just sitting here envisioning it right now.
All right.
Like it's that girl for me. She's the one, not the two, literally in this case. So what's gonna be your sneaker of the year, Lade?
My sneaker of the year is definitely, without a doubt, it's the Louis Vuitton times Nike Air Force One in gold. You know, like just seeing that gold embossed Louis Vuitton logo on that chocolate brown midsole just did something to me this year. Chef's kiss, like it's the ultimate in luxury. I know you sleep, but them things definitely woke you up.
Not really.
It's the perfect sneaker for me. It's like 40th year anniversary of the Air Force One. One of the last sneakers that Virgil worked on, inspired by the classic Louis Vuitton Alma bag. You just can't go wrong with it. It's just like one of the most beautiful sneakers I've ever seen that Nike has ever produced and probably will ever produce. Without a doubt, it's my sneaker of the year.
I love that for you. Oh my God. I love that for you. All right, y'all, so let us know what you have for your shoe of the year down below in the comments, but let's wrap this up and let's get into the fashion categories. Lade, what's your most hyped fashion brand?
I mean, now we're talking. There's so many, but if I had to say one, I'm definitely gonna say Marni. You know, we've been seeing Marni all year. You've seen the hashtag on the gram, Marni on me. On all your favorite celebrities, you see that mohair sweater, you see those multicolored patchwork sweaters. Marni definitely had a good year. I'll give it the most hype fashion brand, for sure.
I could definitely agree with that. For my pick, I have Gallery Department.
Oh, that was, yo, roll the screen. That was definitely my honorable mention. I was definitely gonna say Gallery Department if I didn't say Marni, for sure.
Like,
definitely.
baby, them hoodies and them t-shirts is tired. Put them away, pack them up. They're tired.
Sidebar,
tired.
They've been saying they're gonna be retired or they're going out of business for so long. I think it's a gimmick
marketing.
Just to get us coming back.
It's marketing. They smart.
Yeah.
They smart.
And to cap it off, what's your fashion trend of this year?
Oh my God. Low-rise jeans and pants. Like, y'all need to leave that where it was in the past. We're done. We're done. We're done. What you got?
For me, I really wasn't seeing too many trends this year. What I will say is another thing that's been big, that's been continuing on from like the 2020 through the pandemic is oversized. Pants, shirts, just oversized in general. I mean from Balenciaga to what you see on the runway, the jeans is just getting bigger and bigger.
Facts.
The hoodies is coming back down to your knees. Oversized is definitely my trend of the year.
Not the millennial, we gonna have a resurgence.
We might just.
Y'all might be in luck. Y'all really might be in luck.
If you still got your 8XL white tees from 2000,
It's your time.
might not be the time.
All right, before we wrap this up, I really want to just have like a moment for a quick tidbit about myself and Lade. So Lade, what was your highlight of the year? Projects that you worked on? Like, give it to us. Give it.
That's a tough one, but if I had to pick one, I would definitely pick styling the Can't Stop, Won't Stop video. King Combs featuring Kodak Black. I styled both artists and it was just a fun environment. We had 48 hours to pull it off. In LA, it was the BET Awards weekend and it was just everything that you could imagine it was. I mean, we got to pay homage to the classic Crush on You video by Lil Kim, which the song is inspired from. And I just feel like it was just the most fun I had this year. And it's fun, positive, upbeat song, you know, like guys is not really dancing anymore and having fun. Everything is just down and like violent.
You wanna be a gangster.
Yeah, this was fun, you know, just have some good swag, you know, ladies, you know, take some shots, you know, just enjoy yourself, you know, can't stop, won't stop, you know. Shout out to everybody involved in that video. Shout out to King Combs, Kodak Black, Ben Mark, the director, the whole Bad Boy team, everybody CYN. That was definitely my highlight of the year. Ashley, what about you? I see you doing so many things, traveling back and forth. Talk to us, tell us, what was your highlight?
Oof. I think my highlight of the year, I had Nike in the hood. Like, I literally had Nike come visit me. We went to a few of my favorite places in the South Bronx. BX gang. So I think that literally had to be my highlight of the year, and to have that actually be shared on the Nike app, and people were able to like visit those, you know, a few of my favorite places, and they actually got like, you know, they were able to get little pieces from there. So like free manicures or like free pizza from one of my favorite pizza spots. But yeah, that definitely had to be my highlight of the year.
That's super dope. That's how you put on for your city.
Period. All right, y'all, that's it for the first ever Rate 'em Roundup.
Let us know in the comments what's your fashion trend of the year.
And your sneaker of the year.
And let us know what you want to see from us in the next season of Rate 'em on Revolt.